Okay, watch this. I bet I can vault this up. Oh, I didn't vault. Told you guys. Works every time. Again, the whole point of this test is for the zip line. So I'm going to go to Yasnaya Anapalaya. I'll give us some, I think, some good opportunities to go test this. Let's go. And again, for those that don't know, update 35.1 increased the zip line shootable distance by 50 extra percent. So they increased it by 50%. So the zip line will be able to go a lot further distance now. So I'm curious, does that actually make it worthwhile and useful? Because when I tested this about 6 months ago or 7 months ago on Rondo, you know, we did that whole video going over all the different features of it. It was very buggy and clunky to use, and very rarely did it help you get to a position that you wanted to get to, nor did it let you get there efficiently. So we're going to go see if this 50% increase, bots are already throwing hands and haymakers. We're going to see if this 50% increase actually does make it any better or not, because it spawns on all maps now. My game crashed? Okay, I'm back. So Zipline now spawns on all maps. Part of the bad reason why it spawns on all maps is because they took out blue chip transmitters and spike strips. Those are two of the items. Oh, and decoy grenades that was removed from the loot pool, I think, to make room for these. So unlucky, but let's give it a test and see if it's actually useful or not. Zipline gun, we'll get some level 3 gear, and then you do have to get ammo for the zipline. I also wonder if that's something they'll maybe patch in. This will become a lot more usable if you didn't have to get zipline gun cables, because each cable, if you don't know, is only usable 3 times. You can pick it back up. So you see it says use zipline 0 out of 4. That means you can go across it 4 times. So you and every one of your teammates can go across it once, then it'll break. Or you could go across it once and then pick it back up. Watch, I'll show you. And you can keep the 3 remaining times. So I'm going to use this one. I'm on it now, right? Also, you can... Here, so now that I used it, now it says use zipline 3 times. I could press H to pick it up and retrieve it. And now that same zipline gun is back in my inventory, or that cable. So I can put it there. And now I could, you know, hop back on it. Can you jump? Oh, you can't jump and do it. That would be a useful addition. If you could jump and get to a bit higher of a position. Oh, wait. Oh, interesting. That's actually pretty far up. That is letting me get onto it. Oh, okay. I didn't expect that to be like that. But all right, there you go. And notice, as long as I don't hit W to move, it doesn't use a use out of the zip line. So if I hit W once to go forward, it just goes forward automatically. I also didn't touch anything to vault. The game did that by itself. Well, I can't get it from this distance though. So this is no longer height usable, and now that's the height that's you can zip up to it from. But if I do it one more time, you see it keeps getting more and more frayed. And now it breaks. All right, so that's the TLDR high-level overview of zip lines. Another important note is that you can also use SMGs while on the zip line, which, as you can imagine, is another buff to SMGs. So if you take a zip line and go boom, 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 zip line, and then now... So you can shoot while you're going down with an SMG, all right? Okie doke. So let's go ahead and test the increased distance. Where can we get to? So this is a very common build into play. Previously, you couldn't jump from there to there, right? Oh, shit. Oh, you can. Okay. All right, never mind. So you can already kind of run and jump that. That doesn't get you anything extra, but let's just see. Whenever the circle is yellow, that means you should be able to attach it to something. This is one of the problems with the zipline, is the angle of attack is very shallow. Can I even attach those little... Yeah, you can attach to some of those. How far over can you go? Okay. Wait. Doesn't even give me the option to get on it. The heck? Okay, so that's not good. Ah! All right, well, that's not very useful. Use zipline. Is it just gonna knock me off? It is. Okay, I was able to vault that. All right, let's do another spot. Maybe we could use it. So again, the idea is to go maybe from building to building, or you can go into a building, like to push somebody. So like, well, there's bars in these windows, so you really can't hear, right? This isn't useful at all for this particular building. Like, you know, theoretically you could, if you had a higher spot. Okay, see, every time you kind of go too much, it'll cut the wire because you're going too broad of an angle. Let's see, what if we go too far away? So this is the max range here, which is not quite enough to get to that. What about there? Yeah, it's not. I don't know if this is a bug or what, but like it obviously recognizes the zip line. So you would think, oh, if you just get closer to it, you could hook on, but now it won't let me hook onto it. And if I go from this side, will it let me? So you can go in here. What happens? Okay. So that did work from that direction. Now, can you actually use it? As you can see, you don't even need the zip line. If you're good at movements and jumping, you can just kind of make it, but you know, obviously not everyone is. So let's see. So let's do this. I'm going to retrieve this zip line. So let's just say I wanted to get from there to there. Okay. So there you go. So it is possible, but again, clunky, right? Not very fluid into deploying it, getting on and using it. And in the middle of a battle, that's the most important thing, right? So I did kind of explain this yesterday, that a thought of mine was that this item is probably going to become more of like a pre-setup item. So like if you were to find one on the ground, you know, when you and your squad drops here, you set one of these up before a fight happens. So that like let's say your buddies land over there, you land over here, and you're like, look, I'm gonna put a zip line so we can get across to each other in case one of us gets knocked or something. Like you could kind of set up for that. So I just did from there to there. There you go. So I mean, look, the distance improvement is big. Like it used to be 50% shorter, so you couldn't go nowhere near this. So this is actually good. Like potentially, could you actually go from here up to there? Will it let you vault? Let's see. If it doesn't let you vault, not good. Not good. Try again. I'm not going to touch anything. Just see if the game vaults on its own. Yeah, not good. They've got to improve that part of it in order to make this like a really useful item. Because, I mean, think about the opportunities to push multiple angles now. If something like that worked. If you could, boom, like in the heat of battle, boom, boom, push. And without thinking about it, you know it could work. You know, like, you could get to the top of that roof, and now all of a sudden this unpushable building becomes a lot more approachable, you know? And there's probably certain angles where you can get it to work. That's the tricky part, is that it's all about the height at which you do a zip line. Well, this thing doesn't shoot accurately at all, does it? That should also be improved. There it goes. Ah. Okay, watch this. I bet I can vault this up. Oh, I didn't vault. Told you guys. Works every time. Easy peasy. So there you go. Now you're on top. I'm on top of the world. Hey, so there you go. There's one example of, again, in the heat of battle, are you going to trust this? This simple answer is, of course, no. That's not trustworthy in the, like, shit, I got to knock, push, go. Okay, guys, quick. Wait, let me go ahead and park my car, right? Because you'd have to have a car to get on this roof, huh? Or you can kind of do it here. Hold on, guys, don't push yet. Give me a second. Come on, Jimmy, we just got to knock with the links. Oh, yeah, one second, guys. Hold on. Hold on, guys. And, you managed to get up here. Guys, I'm coming. Wait, I have a zipline cable. Don't push yet. Hold on, guys. Don't push. Wait. No, I know he's probably revived already. He's probably fully reloaded. I know. Just give me a second, guys. Hold on. I'm coming. All right, guys, I'm coming up. Let's push. Here. Okay. I've got the window. Guys, I got the window covered. I got this one particular part of the... No, I can't shoot. No. Guys, I'm going in from the ground floor. Let's go ahead and push in from the bottom. Everyone together with me. Go. And that's how the typical use of that item is going to go. So, again, efficiency is the problem with this item. That's always been the problem with this item. It's not efficient. Fun item. Useful if it worked. Useful if it worked, okay? Worked every time. Worked efficiently. All right, let's go look at some other opportunities to use it. So, those buildings all have bars in the window, right? Which make it impossible. But if you have a building without a window or without bars in the window, and actually even this building, I think you could probably showcase it. So if I were to put the zip line there and here, I should be able to get into that window. Okay, one annoying thing is you do have to hit the vault key sometimes. Sometimes it automatically vaults for you, and sometimes you have to hit the vault key. So like, if I don't hit anything, I'm just hit W, it doesn't vault, right? But if I hold V, my vault key, it will vault when it catches onto something, okay? Now let me try that again, because I wonder if I could actually get it to work. So we're going to go up there. You got to it's all about the height, because your player will collide with stuff. Not use zipline. Okay, that's annoying. I clearly should be able to use a zipline. All right, let's put it under the windowsill like that. Tuck those toes up. There you go. There you go. Okay. There you go. So there is the option to push second and third floor buildings with the zip line. Can you detach it? You can detach mid. Or can you attach mid? No. So like I could just detach right there, but you also get four chances with it, and then it's gone. So something like these, you could do it, right? Because you could attach it under here. And boom, you're in. Like that, think about that in the middle of a gunfight, the middle of an engagement. Obviously, not the most ideal situation, dropping it in the middle of the street. But you could see how using this to quickly push from multiple locations, and again, you can shoot with an SMG while you're doing it. It is a very potentially strong item, and could make for some really cheeky plays, so credit where credit's due, but it has to work efficiently. Yeah. So, I mean, look, I'm, ground level, third floor. So there are some cheeky opportunities with this item. Some common questions we had in the last time I made this video was, Sedum, can you hit people with it? No, you can't shoot people with it. You can't shoot cars with it. If you drive over it, it doesn't break the car, you just break the zip line. which again, these are just some missed opportunities if they really wanted to make this like a cheeky, useful item. Think about it basically becoming a tripwire for vehicles. Imagine how cool that'd be if instead of it just doing that, if it like spun the vehicle out or popped the front 2 tires or whatever. There are certain trees that you can glitch into. Very, very few, and it's very inconsistent because most of the limbs aren't actual like static objects in PUBG. So there's very few trees that you can attempt it, and even the ones that you can attempt it in, like I said, it's very like finicky. Like it's usually not going to work. Let's see, how tall can we get with this thing? Like that's pretty damn high up. I mean, you can go save it Private Ryan up here now in the clock tower. You know, like that's a pretty cheeky spot. So does it have its usefulness? For sure. But in the middle of a gunfight, it's hard to depend on that kind of item because of how finicky it is. What I think this item really should do is when you shoot it, I think it should be single use only, like one person. When I shoot it, I hit the buttons and it just takes me up to that position. That's really what I think this item should do. Shoot once and then it literally just grapples me up to that position. Nobody else can take it with me, no other teammates. Alternatively, if they wanted it to be a thing where the teammates can go back and forth a number of times, it should do like what Apex does with the Zipline guy. When he drops his ultimate, wherever you aim at, it puts the the pole down at the ground at your feet. Wherever you, so if you're aiming up there and you go bink, it goes boom and it puts a pole here like automatically. So you don't have to do it twice. You don't have to go boom and then you don't have to look around and go, okay, I gotta do some trigonometry. What's the angle of attack? Can I do, like, you don't have to do all that crap. It just does it. Let's see. Go up. So, I mean, look, there you go. I'm at the top of a previously unpushable building with a zipline. Very cheeky item. A lot of very fun potential plays with the item. It just needs to work consistently. That's really the main takeaway here is consistency is key. The question is, can you cross the street? And I'm thinking the answer is yes, but depending on how big the street is. So maybe, yeah, look, I just check it out. Yeah. I mean, that's a big ass street crossing, right? Oh, well, that's actually not good. Yeah, okay, well, this particular building isn't good because this overhang is further than that. But yeah, so the answer to your question is yes, you could get across. Boat to bridge. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a great question. Can you go from a vehicle to a static object? I don't believe so because you have to attach it, the base, and as you just saw, it doesn't let you attach to cars. But let's go test it out. It's a good question. Let's see if it gives you the option to attach it. No. There's nowhere to attach it to the boat. So no. Let's go see the ferry boat if you can attach it to it. Because if you're going to attach it to the ferry boat, there's a brief time when you potentially could. No. Wait, hold on. I got a red dot. No, no. No, no. 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 Okay, so no. The answer to that question is no. Could you get on the bridge from under here potentially? Yeah, I don't see why that wouldn't work. So maybe something like this. You got to get higher. You can't hit here because you'll just fall down. You got to get above the bars, like yeah, like there, like that, and then ooh, just not quite. That. Oh, come on. Let's see. I'm going to hold the vault key. Okay, there you go. So it's finicky. It wasn't very confident inspiring, but you could. So like you can't vault into this window, so it's just gonna knock you off. What the hell? Oh shit. Oh shit. I forgot there's bots in this game. What the hell shot me, dude? So, but if you go into this window, you got to go in the window. Whoops. You get a knock. You could push this. Like that. Same thing. You can get back down. Okay. You can go to some rooftops if the rooftop has the appropriate angle. It's all about angles. Want to get as high as possible, and then you want to get as nice of an angle to that rooftop. Easy. Absolutely easy. There you go. So hip fire your way to victory with update 35.1, the zipline gun added to all maps. Scrouch. All right, so yes, windows are good. There you go. Yeah, too far for that. I'm coming. Be a cheeky kill. There you go. So like if you did something like, I don't know, something like this, and then it's gonna be hard. You're probably better off maybe hooking up to like that and falling down on it, but let's see. Because whenever you attach to an edge of an object, it usually just knocks you off of that object. Like it'll probably just make me fall back down, you know? Yeah. But if you know, land above it and fall down into it, that's more likely a possibility. Holding the vault key. Yeah, there you go. I'm probably too steep to get there, so maybe if you kind of... Yay! No, no, no. No, 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 no. Don't do that. Right there. No, not that. Oh. There you go. So that's a detailed look at the zip line. I'm sure, again, there's probably some other locations you could get to, some cheeky spots, like, you know, maybe on top of the radio tower, top of Stallber, you know, top of the satellite observatory thingy. There's definitely going to be some areas you can get to. Again, the main question though is their intent is to put it on all maps. I mean, it is on all maps now. So are you going to pick one up over a smoke launcher or a repair kit? And the answer to that's most likely no. There maybe are a few key scenarios where you would find it beneficial to have it, but I think, oh shnikes, I think it's actually going to be more of a spike strip type item, which unfortunately this replaced, where it's, you know, situational, where like depending on where you find one, you'll determine if you actually can use it at that moment. But as soon as you see like a smoke launcher, you're going to drop it for that kind of thing, you know? Fun item, cheeky item, doesn't work efficiently enough still. All they did to buff it was to simply increase the range, which does make it a lot more usable. And again, this is only on Erangel. It's on every map now. So there's, you know, infinite possibilities you can think of on every map. But limited cables, you know, it usually only spawns with 1 or 2 cables. Each cable is good for 4 times. You can use each cable, go back and forth a total of 4 times, and then the cable will break. You can retrieve the cable once you put it down to take it with you and preserve it. So you could go across it, then pick it up, go across it. You can do that 4 times total. I don't think many people will choose this over a smoke launcher or repair kit. I do see some potential spots in city endings where it'd be a lot more usable. And what I think you'll probably see more of, so like if you were to find it with your squad, instead of, you know, holding on to it for like, ooh, if we get a knock, I'm then gonna use it. Probably more likely to set it up first. When you see it, pick it up, put it down, and then kind of do something like this. You know, like if you're in a city, you'd find one, put it down, boom, and then you'd go about your day, pick up your smoke launcher or whatever, and just know that, okay, we have one, so now I can take it in there if the situation arises, you know?